Have you ever felt a heartbreak so sharp it felt like the whole world should stop and listen? Well, in 2021, it kind of did. One breakup album from a brand new artist managed to capture the collective sorrow of an entire generation, making millions of people feel seen in their sadness. This is the story of how Olivia Rodrigo turned her personal heartbreak into a global phenomenon. So, where did this songwriting prodigy come from? Olivia Isabel Rodrigo was born on February 20, 2003, in Marietta, California. Growing up in nearby Temecula, her life was filled with music from the get-go. Her dad, a family therapist of Filipino-American descent, and her mom, a schoolteacher with German and Irish roots, were huge music fans. They raised Olivia on a diet of 90 seconds alternative rock bands like No Doubt, Pearl Jam, and Green Day. It was this early exposure that planted the seeds for her future rock-influenced pop sound. By the age of 6, Olivia was already taking piano lessons, but she initially wasn't a fan. It was her mom who encouraged her to stick with it, a decision she's definitely thankful for now. Soon after, she started singing lessons and acting classes. It became clear very quickly that this girl was a natural performer. She began writing her own songs around the age of 9, using music as an outlet for all the big feelings that come with growing up. She wasn't just singing, she was telling stories. Her parents saw her passion and supported her every step of the way, even moving the family closer to Los Angeles to help her chase her dreams. Her first big break wasn't in music, but in acting. In 2015, at just 12 years old, Olivia landed the lead role in the American Girl movie. Great stirs up success. This was her first taste of the industry, and it only made her want more. But her real launch into the public eye came a year later when she was cast in the Disney Channel show BiosHub. For 3 seasons, she played Paige Olvera, a quirky guitarist. This role was huge for her. It not only put her on TV screens across the country, but also let her merge her love for acting and music. It was on the set of BiosHub that she met her CU star and future close friend, Madison Hu. While BiosHub was a great start, her next Disney project would be a game changer. In 2019, she was cast as Nini Salazar Roberts in the Disney Plus series, High School Musical. The musical. The series. This show was a massive hit, and Olivia's character was central to the plot. More importantly, it gave her a platform to showcase her songwriting talent to a massive audience. She wrote and performed the song All I Want for the show's soundtrack. The song went viral on TikTok, climbing the charts and giving the world a sneak peek of the songwriting powerhouse he was about to become. It was raw, emotional, and incredibly relatable, a sign of what was to come. And then, January 8, 2021 happened. The day the music world was turned on its head. Olivia released her debut single, Driver's License. The song wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural reset. It broke Spotify's record for the most streams in a single day for a non-holiday song, and then broke its own record the next day. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Olivia the youngest artist ever to do so. So what made this song so special? It was pure, unfiltered emotion. The lyrics painted a vivid picture of a teenage girl driving past her ex's street, grappling with the pain of a promise that was broken. The song's narrative was so specific yet so universal. Everyone who had ever felt the sting of a first love lost could see themselves in her story. Rumors swirled that the song was about her High School Musical CO star, Joshua Bassett, and his rumored new relationship with Sabrina Carpenter, creating a supposed love triangle that fans couldn't get enough of. This drama only fueled the song's meteoric rise, turning it from a simple pop ballad into a global obsession. Before we dive into how this one song launched her into superstardom, if you're enjoying this story, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. It helps the channel a ton and make sure you don't miss our next video. We post new content all the time, and we'd love for you to be a part of our community. Thanks so much. Alright, back to the story. With the world watching, Olivia had to prove she wasn't a one-hit wonder. And boy, did she deliver. She followed up Driver's License with 2 more singles, Deja Vu, a dreamy, psychedelic pop track, and Good For You, an electrifying pop-punk anthem full of righteous anger. Both songs were massive hits, with Good For You also hitting #1. She showcased her incredible range, moving effortlessly from vulnerable balladry to full-on rock angst. On May 21, 2021, she released her debut album, Sour. The album was a critical and commercial juggernaut. It broke the global Spotify record for the biggest opening week for an album by a female artist. Every single track on Sour landed in the top 30 of the Billboard Hot 100, a testament to its cohesive power. Critics praised her for her sharp, confessional songwriting and her ability to blend different genres seamlessly. Sour was more than just a collection of songs. It was a perfectly sequenced journey through the 5 stages of grief after a breakup: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally, a hint of acceptance. It became the soundtrack for a generation navigating the complexities of modern love and heartbreak. The success of Sour catapulted Olivia into a new stratosphere of fame. The accolades started pouring in. At the 2022 Grammy Awards, she was nominated for 7 awards and took home 3: Best New Artist, Best Pop Vocal Album for Sour, and Best Pop Solo Performance for Driver's License. She was also named Time Magazine's 2021 Entertainer of the Year and Billboard as 2022 Woman of the Year. She had gone from Disney actress to a bona fide global pop superstar in less than a year. So, how much is this young star worth? Well, it's always tricky to get exact figures. As of 2024, Olivia Rodrigo's net worth is estimated to be around $16 million. A huge chunk of that comes from her music album sales, streaming royalties, and publishing rights. The Sour Tour was another major earner, selling out arenas across North America and Europe. On top of that, she has lucrative brand deals and, of course, her earnings from her acting career. At such a young age, she has already built an impressive financial empire, and it's only going to grow. After the whirlwind success of Sour, Olivia took a well-deserved step back from the spotlight to work on her next project. The pressure was immense. How do you follow up one of the biggest debut albums of all time? She answered that question in 2023 with the release of her sophomore album. Guts, the lead single, Vampire, shot straight to #1, proving once again that she knows exactly how to craft a chart-topping hit. The album saw her leaning even more into her pop rock and alternative influences, with clever, often humorous lyrics that tackled the pressures of fame, social anxiety, and the messy transition from teen to young adult. Guts was met with widespread critical acclaim and solidified her status not just as a pop sensation, but as a true artist with a unique and evolving voice. From a music-loving kid in Temecula to a Grammy-winning global icon, Olivia Rodrigo's journey is nothing short of incredible. She turned a deeply personal moment of heartbreak into a universal anthem of resilience. She didn't just write songs. She wrote the feelings that millions of people were struggling to articulate. She proved that vulnerability is a superpower and that there's strength in sharing your story, no matter how messy it is. With 2 critically acclaimed albums under her belt and a future that looks brighter than ever, Olivia Rodrigo is more than just the voice of a generation. She's an artist who is here to stay, and we can't wait to see what she does next. Thanks so much for watching. What's your favorite Olivia Rodrigo song? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the artists who shape our world. See you in the next one.